Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. You know, I've been telling people for years to come out of her, my people, to come out of Babylon, come out of those cities, come out of suburbia, come move into the countryside. And a lot of comments over that time have focused on me because I'm retired military, right? I have a pension. And a lot of people say, well, Pastor Joe or, you know, some other slur, depending on where their attitude is. That's easy for you because you have a military pension. But for us real men who have jobs now, we just can't do that. And so I thought that I would let some real men, some real Israelite brothers talk to you. All of these men have moved from somewhere else to here, and let's hear what they have to say, because we are living out here in the out and beyond. All right, let's see. You want to go with you first?
Sure.
All right, here we go. This is a brother Jason.
Shalom.
So you live out here, right? Where did you live before?
I lived in the Kansas City area.
Okay.
A couple million people, and lived there for about 8 years. And about 4 months after getting Torah, we decided to move out to the country, come down here and into the woods and get away from the city, get out of the system as much as possible. And we got a little land and trying to live more like the way Yah told us to.
Can I show this guy?
Sure.
So see, you're a family man.
Yep.
You have a son and a wife.
Yep.
And somehow you got a job out here and you're making it.
Yeah. Yep. We are surviving. And, you know, I still have to work every day to provide, and if I don't work, my family doesn't eat, so, you know, I don't have a pension.
He who does not work shall not eat. You ready? So, this is brother Justin, and where did you used to live?
I used to live in southern Wisconsin for about a year and a half.
Outside of a big city, right?
Fairly large.
And you moved here when?
I moved here like 2 days ago.
And you're married?
Married, no kids.
And so you got a job before you came here, right?
I did not. We saved up a little bit of money, and a big tip is to save up that year's supply of food. That'll take so much stress off.
That's right, because you've been in other videos, right?
Yeah.
That's right, you've been here before. So you took the leap of faith.
I did.
Why did you leave a relative comfort of a home and a job, and you know, just come out here? You don't even have a job yet. You don't have a house yet, do you?
Nope.
So how do you make that work?
Well, I'm with the brothers, and it might be a little hard now, but it's going to be a lot harder later if you wait before, when everything crashes. So you can make it work.
All right, brother Justin.
Yeah, sure.
Our other brother Justin. I've got to film you this way because I'm down here. So where did you used to live?
I used to live in Kansas City area. This is going back now like several years.
Yes, you're one of the original Shofarians.
But I used to live in Kansas City, right.
And then you came out here, you came out of Babylon. How come you did that?
It's just a better thing to do. I mean, when you look at all the problems that are taking place, they're mostly taking place inside the city, high population areas. So if you're inside of an area that has a lower population, you are immediately get rid of a lot of those problems. We have a better life in general, I would say, over inside the city. I think most people would probably agree with that.
Yep.
And I mean, it is still the word says that come out of Babylon. Babylon is clearly this city, this structure that we currently live in.
All right. Brother Joe.
Hey, here I am.
I got to get you on my camera here. Here you go. Woo!
There I am. Hey, yeah, there I am.
So, where did you used to live?
So I used to live in outside of Leavenworth, Kansas, which is outside of Kansas City, Kansas. And I moved down here May 11th of 13. So I've been out here for 2 years.
What's your marital status?
Married, got a kid, and
So how did you get a job? I mean, there's no jobs out here in the country. Everybody knows it. How many jobs have you had out here?
I moved out here after the semester was almost over because I was working as a sub up in Kansas. And the whole deal, the best way to think about this, instead of being able to try to shoot holes in like, well, this part or that part, is that where there's the Lord's will, there's definitely a way. And he says it like what come out of Babylon. He says, you gotta work. It's the curse of Adam. And so when you pursue, he also says the things like, if you follow him, then he will not leave you hungry. He will not leave you, behold the lily of the field. Behold the sparrow. And so when you pursue obedience towards the Lord, like, I want to work, I want to leave Babylon, then he makes it happen for you. I've had 3 jobs in a succession, and they get better and better each time. But the thing you got to realize is, like, maybe right now, maybe you're a assistant manager of like Sears or something, and you make X amount of dollars, and you live in this certain lifestyle. When you move to a place outside, everything's cheaper out here. Everything's cheaper in the area here than it is in Kansas City. Housing, cars, bills, everything. Brother Justin's living in a bigger apartment for half the money. If you move off the grid like we are currently out here, your expenses are basically negligible. I mean, you got to pay gas and you got to pay for food, and if you want a cell phone, but it allows you to live a better lifestyle with a lesser job. And so I'm holding down a job right now working at a school as a paraeducator, which is like poverty wage. It's like $11,000 a year or something. But if you're not paying $300
is your son hungry?
for rent, right? I mean, I tell my wife our creature comforts are extreme. We eat delicious, delicious food. For instance, the other night we were just eating. I grilled up some salmon on the grill. I've never eaten anything that's just a meal. Like, we eat a feast every time, 4 different pieces, because you only have to pay for food, so your paycheck goes further. And again, the whole thing to think about is you're pursuing obedience towards the Lord, and so he opens up the doors. That's how you move down
Amen.
here, you get you a job, then you get a better job. I was having the one job, and I was praying to the Lord, and I said, Father, I'd like to, increase a little bit more. I'm here, I'd like to be here. And sure enough, after, he showed me some things. He's like, look, really look at what you have. And I was like, okay, I get it. I'm appreciative of these things. And I had a new appreciation, but then he still moved it up. So if you have any doubts, throw them out. Have a doubt, throw it out. You can do it. You can move out here. You can get you a job working at the gas station. And you
Make
can
it
afford
work.
the stuff, right. And then while you're working there, then you can look for a better job, and it's the best 2 years.
All right. So there you go, young men talking about moving from places where they had secure jobs, moving out, coming out of Babylon, and then the Most High providing. If you want to do it, you can do it. The time for excuses is over. You are going to have very little warning, maybe no warning for what's coming. I implore you, come out of her, my people, and maybe I'll see you out here.